What's up, everybody? Exciting times. This is my very first update, week 1 with TRT. Now, I'm going to link the video, the very first video that I've uploaded on this channel. Definitely watch that first where I talk about why I went on it. And also, you get to see me getting injected for the first time as well by my wife. So I'm going to spend this video talking about, very quickly, what I've experienced so far. I didn't think I was really going to experience anything because I was told by my TRT clinic that it takes like 4 to 6 weeks. It's kind of like a dimmer switch. But no, I noticed something literally within 24 hours. So I've been lifting weights for quite a while. Since I was 16, I've been very consistent with it, 4 or 5 times a week, sometimes 6, and I'm about 42. And last Wednesday was the first dose, and the very next day I went to the gym like I normally do, and I felt that kind of like that creatine pump feeling. I don't take creatine. I have several times in the past, but if you've taken it before, you'll know what I'm talking about. You feel fuller, a lot of water retention, and you feel like you can perhaps lift more in the gym. This happened less than 24 hours. So I thought to myself, this might be a placebo effect, right? Like it can't be that quick. So I kind of scoffed it off, whatever, this is all in my mind. The next day I went back to the gym and I noticed it even more so. Now somebody hit me up, his name's Jason, on Facebook because I posted that first video in a TRT group. And I mentioned this right here. I said 10 views, LOL, and that was me referring to the YouTube video. I said, I'll be uploading it soon. Not sure if it's mental or not, but I feel a bigger pump in the gym the last 2 days, as if I started on creatine. And that's when Jason said, also, the pump is due to increased nitric oxide production. It kicks up almost immediately. So if you're like I was and have never used any type of testosterone before, which I hadn't, your body will respond quickly. So that really got me thinking. I wanted to research more of what exactly was happening. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Now, before I do that, Jason actually owns a TRT clinic. It services all 50 states. That's that logo right there. And so we've set up kind of an arrangement where he's actually going to take over my blood work and my care with TRT as a part of the series. So I'm excited to have Jason and his team actually come on to this channel as we progress through this little journey through 1 video a week, and in order to help us to understand exactly what's happening, because I am not an expert. And so I'm also going to link their website. They're licensed in all 50 states, and I think it would be an excellent choice if any of you are interested in going down this path. So some of you might be familiar with what nitric oxide is. I didn't really know what it was. I've seen the supplements like in fitness stores and such, but it's basically a naturally produced gas molecule that relaxes your blood vessels. And this process is called vasodilation. So when your blood vessels dilate, it results in better blood flow, it increases delivery of oxygen and nutrients, and you get that tight, fuller feel in your muscles, which is what I was experiencing. So when my wife injected me with that shot of testosterone in the butt last Wednesday, about 8 days ago, one of the first things that happens is the increase of nitric oxide. And the process looks like this. It's like a chain of events. It results in something called ENOS, which is an acronym for, let me try to pronounce it, endothelial nitric oxide synthase. And that's a very fancy way of saying we're going to increase production of nitric oxide. The increased NO, or nitric oxide, then results in that vasodilation that I just mentioned, which then results in increased blood flow, which gives you that pump feeling. Now, what's really interesting is that there are studies that show that men who have low testosterone, and I certainly did, mine was 377, optimal is probably around 800, have inhibited or reduced endothelial function, which means you don't produce as much nitric oxide. And therefore, when you restore or you inject that testosterone, that process ramps up. So you get all of those benefits, which ultimately explains how I was feeling. Now, this also results in other things you might notice, like, for instance, increased frequency of morning wood. I have family watching this. You're welcome for the visual. Now, additionally, there's other contributing factors that are in play that could also contribute to that kind of pump feel that I have. And that is slight water retention. And sometimes some people will really retain a lot of water and they have to take something to kind of combat that. And also because testosterone improves your body's ability to use glucose, you get increased glycogen storage, and that also results in more of that pump look. So outside of all the technical mumbo jumbo that I just mentioned there, that I've just learned myself, it's very fresh in my mind, How else am I feeling after 7 days of being on TRT? My wife, she said I smell different. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but she literally, she's always talked about how I smell and how she liked how I smell. She said, you've changed. I'm probably gonna have to get used to that. Who knows? It might be the pheromones or something. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm really excited to see what else ends up happening because my body is still adjusting. We're only 8 days in. A lot of people say you really start to notice effects after 2 weeks. So that's why I want you to subscribe, because in about 7 more days, maybe earlier, depending on how I feel or if something happens, I'm gonna upload another video here. Here on YouTube, here on X, and some other platforms as well. So if you're a dude who's over 40, you need to get your testosterone levels checked. I didn't know how important this stuff was. Having low levels of testosterone, even when mainstream medical science, like your family doctors say, oh, you're within acceptable range, well, that's way too low. They might say the acceptable range is like 250 or 200 or something. Someone my age needs to be probably around 800, and I'm 377. It's bad for your heart. It's bad for your focus. It's bad for your relationships. It's bad for sex. It's bad for business and just wanting to excel in life, and also obviously for muscle growth. So if you're one of those people that might be on the fence, just definitely check out Whitmer, because they're my new little partner in this little endeavor that has just randomly sprung up. And I'm super excited to see and hear what all you go through as well. Hopefully you follow along. I will see you soon. Goodbye.